beast among beasts and turneth not for any. Welcome to Valley Christian Academy here in Roseville for this SMAL girls basketball matchup between the Faith Christian Lions and the Valley Christian Academy Lions on the NFHS Network, courtesy of ABC Jam Productions. And only fitting that we start off with Proverbs 30:30 as we get ready for this game that could be an ESPN 30 for 31 day between these two powerhouse girls basketball programs. Alongside my broadcast partner, Nick Pecoraro, I'm Matthew Bissett, and we thank you so much for joining us here on this Tuesday evening. Nick, both these teams, section champions a year ago. Valley Christian in the D5 bracket and Faith Christian in the D6 bracket. They just so happen to play in the same league, and they just so happen to have championship aspirations again this year. We should have a great matchup here tonight.
Well, how can you not feel the spirit in this place, like you just mentioned with the Lions and the Proverbs and all of that, and what a great matchup that we're about to have. I mean, section champions facing each other for what it all comes down to in the league, Sac Metro Athletic League, the championship game. It all comes down to this. Again, like you mentioned, there's championship aspirations moving forward beyond this point, and the stars have come out. Lauren Harris is one of the top players in the entire section, just a sophomore, and VCA has got the pedigree to match and should be a good one tonight.
If you doubted how big of a game this was, just listen to this opening, the starting lineup here for Valley Christian. It's senior night here, and you got to pull out all the stops. They got the old 90s Bulls music going here. This crowd, it is packed for this gym. Let me just tell you, this is one of the more unique gyms you're ever going to sit in. We got the hardwood here that's on this court. Actually, the Warriors used to play on this at the Coliseum, and these hoops were used as well for the Warriors. So, just a terrific venue, a lot of history here with the things they've brought in to be here in this gym, and this is a fantastic environment. We are so glad to be here with you on the NFHS Network as we get set for the opening tap. In case you couldn't hear all the starters, we'll give them to you right now. For Faith Christian, under Coach Harris, number 4, Carly McCracken. Number 5, Lauren Harris. I'm guessing we'll call her name quite a bit. Number 11, Mia Bryan. Number 21, Presley Berry. And number 23, Hannah Bliss. For Valley Christian, under Coach Contreras, number 2, Mariah Contreras. Number 4, Lydia Gunter. Number 12, Janet Donko. Number 21, Ellie Gunter. Number 25, Gabby Jackson-Brown. Jackson-Brown wins the opening tap for Valley Christian as the Valley Christian Lions get started off early. Gabby Jackson-Brown with the first bucket of the game. Nick, these two teams met a few weeks back, and Faith Christian dropped that one to Valley Christian despite 53 points from Lauren Harris. And we couldn't find an individual scoring performance better than the 53 that Lauren dropped that night.
Yeah, she's been incredible this season. She had a breakout year as a freshman, but even better this year.
Here's a turnover. This is Ellie Gunter going the other way, and Gunter lays it up and in. It's a quick 4-0 start for VCA as the home Lions are roaring early. And here's Lauren Harris from deep. This one's off the mark. Watching her warm up, I think that might be the first missed shot we've seen from her today. Here's a 3 on the break. That was Mariah Contreras. And how special is it for both these coaches? They get to coach their daughters here in this game. Heck, Coach Contreras, she gets to coach a couple of the boys basketball coach Brad Gunter's daughters as well.
It's a lot of family ties here at Valley Christian Academy for sure. You see a lot of familiar surnames over the years.
Harris can't get that 3 ball to fall. She's 0 for 2 from 3-point territory, averaging 30 points a game coming into this one. Well, I think they could just turn the shot clock off here as Ellie Gunter lets one fly. There's another pull from deep. That one's short. Gabby Jackson-Brown with a rebound, and the putback is up and good. Gabby Jackson-Brown with 2 early buckets, and she is asserting herself early in this game, and a turnover. Gliding in, the layup is no good. That was Donko. And the ball goes out of bounds off of VCA. It'll be Faith Christian basketball as the Lions in blue try to get on the scoreboard here.
Yeah, Gabby Jackson-Brown off to a great start. She's definitely got the size that can compete with these Faith Christian Lions.
And great job of just in straight up there, and Lauren Harris ran into a wall, but a turnover right back, and Harris can't get the shot to fall, but she will go to the line, and that's a great job by Presley Berry there. Usually you see those turnovers, and everybody wants to get back on defense. Berry stayed there and forced the turnover, and now a chance for Lauren Harris to get the scoring started for Faith Christian as she knocks down the first free throw.
Yeah, like you mentioned earlier, that was what we saw a lot of in pregame warm-ups, is just nothing but twine off of the hands of Lauren Harris, and at 30 points a game, rightfully so.
She had far more shots in warm-ups that hit nothing but net than missed.
I wish my shot were that pretty.
So she splits the pair of free throws. First point of the game for Faith Christian. A little floater from the left side. That was Lydia Gunter, the younger of the 2 Gunters, the sophomore. And that one goes over the backboard, out of bounds, back to Faith Christian. Here's Barry. She'll line one up from deep, and this one misses just short. And there's Gabby Jackson-Brown with another rebound. It is a shame. Oh, here's a quick fire there. That's Contreras. Shot is off the mark. Gabby Jackson-Brown with the rebound, the pass, the assist. Gabby Jackson-Brown doing it all. The bucket is up and good from Donko. And a turnover.
Contreras coming up with that steal there. But, yeah, Jackson-Brown is being a beast on the offensive glass.
Contreras, long 2 this time is no good. And that time, Gabby Jackson-Brown goes over the back, and you love the awareness. She said right away, that's on me. I got to lay off that one. She knows that they can ill afford for her to get into foul trouble. That was a good box out there by Lauren Harris as a timeout. Coach Jeff Harris wants to talk things over with his troops, but only a 30-second timeout. We'll stay right here with you at ABC Jam Productions. 5:29 to go here in the first quarter. Boy, they may be small schools. They may be their league may be called the small league, but this is not small-time basketball. This is some big-time hoopers on the floor here in this game.
I mean, it's small school at its finest right here. At a venue like this, this school comes about 125 or so enrollment for the high school. It does VCA, and they're competitive every single year on the hardwood, both the boys and the girls teams. 6 section championships for Valley Christian girls, looking for a 7th this year.
Lauren Harris, step back triple, no good. Great box out there. That was number 15 with the box out, Hannah Hessong, but they can't get the shot to fall. The lid is on the bucket for Faith Christian early on. Contreras going to pull from deep right away. She is not shy. Gabby Jackson-Brown with the rebound. The putback up and good, and she's fouled.
Already 4 offensive rebounds for Gabby Jackson-Brown. 3 buckets off of those 4 rebounds, and she's having a monstrous first quarter.
She averages 9.3 points per game. I don't have rebounding numbers, but I wonder if, it's possible Wilt Chamberlain played on this floor. She's going to be putting up Wilt-like stats here today.
Hey, what better time to do it than in the league championship game?
Here's Harris looking to pick up a screen, and she'll pull from deep. This one's off the mark.
Yeah, you mentioned what Harris was able to do in defeat the last time they played Valley Christian.
And there's Contreras getting her first triple to go. She has not been shy, and sometimes all it takes for the shooter is to get that first one. Oh, that's a nice little hesitation there by Lauren Harris as she puts it up and in off the glass.
Yeah, Mariah Contreras a couple of years ago, as she fires another one up, as she buries another one.
All it took was one. All the shooter needs is 1 3 ball to go through the hoop. And here's a floater by Harris, no good. Gabby Jackson-Brown, she's grabbed every rebound this game pretty much. Contreras, 3 in a row. That's the heat check.
So much action, I can't even finish my thoughts right now. Mariah Contreras catching fire right now in the first quarter. What I was going to say is a couple of years ago, she had a similar type of heat range in the section championship game at Golden One Center in the section finals against Sac Adventist. Yeah, she's picking up right where she left off right there.
Lauren Harris will step back 3 off the behind-the-back dribble. Can't get it to go. I'll tell you, Hannah Bliss did a great job of boxing out there, but the long rebound just got to the sideline before she could track it down. Here comes Donko across midcourt. Contreras on the baseline. She is rejected. Big-time block shot there. I think it was McCracken that got a piece of it. Here's Harris on the break. Little step through, and she spins that one home.
And Harris had a Maya Bryan open for a layup.
Contreras from 3, and that one's off the mark. She might be human.
That one was the heat check right there for sure.
Here's Barry on the baseline. This one's strong. Rebound tracked down by Donko. Donko's older brother played for Valley Christian Boys last year, who also won the section championship. And this is a tie-up jump ball, going to go the way of Faith Christian with 3:10 to go in the first quarter.
Yeah, it was a good year for Valley Christian Academy last year on the hardwood. Both teams, boys and girls, winning section championships.
A Golden One sweep. Boys at D6, girls in D5. Harris gets out of the corner. Here's the drive. That shot is off the mark. That was Mia Bryan. And then a foul on the rebound. The ball will go back to Valley Christian. So Lauren Harris with all 5 points for Faith Christian so far. Contreras from the corner. This one's off the mark. Gabby Jackson-Brown, another rebound. Off the glass, no good. Jackson-Brown fighting for the rebound. Harris comes down with it. Good job by Barry in there as well. They're going to need everybody to rebound with Gabby Jackson-Brown out there. Harris' 3 is off the mark. Barry gets a long offensive rebound, and she is fouled. So now this is a big moment in this game. Gabby Jackson-Brown, that's her second. And you love the attacking mentality of Barry. After she got that offensive rebound, she went right at Gabby Jackson-Brown, and that's 2. And let's see what Coach Contreras decides to do.
Yeah, Presley Berry's having a great season also. She's averaging a double-double in her own right, 15.8 points, 10.7 rebounds. So she's the one who can step up and challenge on that rebounding front there, with Gabby Jackson-Brown being dominant so far for VCA. Also
over 2 blocks a game for Presley Berry. Incredible numbers. And her and Lauren Harris are both just sophomores. Here's Contreras from 3. This one's off the mark. Really nice rebound there by Bliss. Harris. She's trapped. She's going to give it up. Here's Barry. A little hesitation. She goes baseline. She's cut off there by Gunter. She gets her own miss, puts it back up and in. So really great awareness here by Faith Christian, as with Gabby Jackson-Brown having 2 fouls, they are attacking the interior and daring her to contest.
Man, Mariah Contreras is just putting up threes like her life depends on it right now. She's had the hot hand early. I mean, might as well.
She's approaching 10 attempts from downtown already. It is just and you know what's funny is both these teams are shooting early in the shot clock. And if you look over at the coaches, they're not batting an eye. This is our brand of basketballs. Gabby Jackson-Brown gets the feet inside, and she puts it up and in. She's got 8 early points here.
I think once the ball goes down low to Jackson-Brown, it's game over. She's been dominant in that post.
Nice little drive and dish by Barry as she finds Bliss underneath the hoop. That's the first bucket of the game for Bliss. And Barry can do that. She averages 2 assists a game, which doesn't sound remarkable, but at the high school level, 32-minute game,
Looks like the ball's going to stay here with.
Yeah, that's the fourth foul. I couldn't tell if they had already put it up on the board. So that's foul number 4 on Faith Christian, so they don't have any more to give. Valley Christian is already in the bonus, and there's Contreras from 3. That one rims out. Gabby Jackson-Brown with the rebound and the putback.
That's got to be at least 5, maybe 6 offensive boards already for Gabby Jackson-Brown in this first quarter alone.
She probably has a double-double in the first quarter. Lauren Harris from 3. This one misses long. But with 10 points on the board, Gabby Jackson-Brown with the offensive and defensive rebounds, she's got to have a double-double, and we still have 53 seconds to go in the first frame here.
She's already been the biggest difference in this game. VCA up by 12 as we are under a minute to play here.
Contreras going to pull from 3. She knocks it down. They got 26 in the first quarter. Contreras has knocked down 4 triples.
Between her shooting and Jackson-Brown's rebounding, it's looking like it might be a long night for Faith Christian.
And this will be a turnover as that one goes into the backcourt. So VCA, a chance. You're already up 15, a chance to hold for the last shot of the quarter. Let's see if they can be that patient. I'm not sure they can. Gabby Jackson-Brown down low, misses, gets her own rebound. Donko puts it up. That shot was blocked. Oh, no, I thought that was blocked, and so does Coach Contreras. I thought that was a really nice job by Mia Bryan to get out there and block it, but they're going to say it stays Faith Christian ball. Or it goes over to Faith Christian, I should say. Bryan trying to get it out of the press there, and she turns it over. Donko takes it, and she'll lay it up the other way. Second bucket of the game for Janet Donko. And another turnover, and are they going to get the foul call? They will. They're going to call a foul on Barry, and it's going to send Ellie Gunter to the line.
Well, everything is going VCA's way right now. 28-11 with a chance to add on a couple more.
Gunter's first free throw, and that's the type of role you expect when your dad's the boys basketball coach and the athletic director. That's the home cooking.
That's why he got those rims from the Coliseum.
Second one is off the mark. 29-11 at the end of one. Contreras from the outside. Gabby Jackson-Brown from the inside. The Lions of VCA are clicking on all cylinders. I don't know if you could have painted a better first quarter for VCA. These Lady Lions came out roaring 29-11. Remember the last time these two teams played just a few weeks ago? The final was 71-67. Really close contest, but today looking a lot different so far. Contreras from the outside, no good. Lauren Harris secures the rebound.
Yeah, it's not too often that you see nearly a 30-point quarter.
Nice pass up ahead by Harris as she finds Mia Bryan underneath the basket. Contreras steps inside the three-point line, and that one's off the mark. Rebound, out of bounds off of Bliss.
Yeah, Mariah Contreras just has every green light on seemingly every VCA possession.
Gabby Jackson-Brown takes the inbound pass, and she just goes to work.
Well, it's Contreras with the green light on the inside and Jackson-Brown with the green light on the inside.
Here's Barry on the baseline. She is just thwarted there on the baseline, and then a tie-up jump ball. Faith Christian will keep the possession, so good job by Barry to stick with it. That was great defense there by Lydia Gunter and, of course, Gabby Jackson-Brown playing with those two fouls. Inbound pass to Harris. Struggles to pick it up. Then she puts up a floater off the side of the backboard, and Bliss is there. Hannah Bliss, her second bucket of the game. She only averages 4.2 points a game, but she's already got 4 in this one. Much needed right now for Faith Christian.
Yeah, they're going to need some of that inside presence there to counteract what VCA's been able to do with Gabby Jackson-Brown.
That foul is going to be called on Barry. VCA keeps the basketball. Gunter looking to get it into Gabby Jackson-Brown. She finds her. Gabby Jackson-Brown puts it up and in. Just like prime Wilt Chamberlain. Here's Barry from the outside. No good. Faith Christian can't get the outside shot to fall. Gunter with the rebound. Here comes Contreras.
You know, VCA is doing a great job of doubling Lauren Harris and really containing her, not making it easy for her to get any kind of dribble penetration, any open looks. She hasn't really had that many shot attempts.
Harris takes a bump from Contreras. The shot will not count. Foul before the shot attempt, so with 6:17 to go. Ball remains with Faith Christian as they look to try to find some sort of momentum in this game.
VCA really selling out on defense on Harris, really not going to let what she did to them the last game happen again.
Barry down low and no foul call there. I'm not sure. There was absolutely no ball in that one that I can see. There's Lauren Harris catch and shoot on the inbound, and it rolls around and drops. And maybe that's what Faith Christian needed. Harris up to 8 points in the game. Gunter from 3. This one's short.
Well, you knew she wasn't going to stay silent forever. She's the section's leading point scorer at 30 points a game.
Pass down low to Bryant, who gets the hoop and the harm. So that's the second time this quarter that Harris has found Bryant underneath the hoop, and that might be the adjustment. Is so much attention's being paid to Lauren Harris, and why wouldn't you? But you got to look up and find the other players near the basket. Mia Bryant with 2 buckets here in this second quarter.
And she, along with Presley Berry, are the other double-digit scorers for this team. As Presley Berry gets fouled under the hoop and earns a trip to the line as well. Those two are going to need to step up big time in this game.
That's a big offensive rebound there on the free throw. Potential 4-point possession here for Faith Christian. Berry is at the line. First free throw is off the mark. It's her second trip to the line in the game. She was 2 for 2 on her first trip. Let's see if she can split the pair here. And Berry knocks down the second free throw. She's got 5 points in the game. The lead is down to 12. It was as much as 18. Contreras drives the baseline. She goes up. I believe Berry got a piece of that one. Again, she averages 2.4 blocks a game coming into this matchup. There's Gabby Jackson-Brown looking to attack. Gabby Jackson-Brown with a little baby hook. She puts it up and in. She is piling up big-time numbers. She's up to 16 points in the game.
Gabby the stilt Jackson-Brown.
Berry for 3. Presley Berry finding her offense. The lead is now 11. Gabby Jackson-Brown, you better send more than 2 at her. She's got 18 in the game.
I'm going to start calling her Diesel. She's been just dominant inside. The Faith Christian has no answers for her.
Berry, mid-range pull-up, no good. Contreras, good battle for the rebound there. She comes away with it. Here comes Donko. A floater off glass in transition, no good. Gunter tracks down the board. Donko's going to pull from deep. Off the mark, gets her own rebound. Gunter, free throw line, jump shot, rolls around and drops. Ellie Gunter with the bucket. She's got 5 in the game.
There comes that double team again on Harris.
Look at this cross-court pass, almost a hook shot over to Berry, and Gabby Jackson-Brown comes up with the block.
Nice job of just staying straight up. Faith Christian wanted a foul, but I didn't see any contact.
Donko goes up, can't get it to go. Gabby Jackson-Brown with the rebound, put back no good. Ellie Gunter, that is, first one to the basketball. And Jackson-Brown loses it out of bounds. Turnover back to Faith Christian. Gabby Jackson-Brown, she's a little gassed out there. She is putting in some work. Here's Harris. Double team just a second. She crosses midcourt. She's going to pull from the logo, and she buries it.
That was a Steph Curry range right there, just pulling right from nearly half court. That was a lot like what it looked like in pregame warmups.
3 on the way for VCA, no good. Harris has the rebound. She's on the run. Harris attacks the defense. Can't get the shot to go, but she is fouled. Lauren Harris, her second trip to the free throw line with 3:31 to go in this first half. A chance to cut the lead to 10.
Well, don't let her get going if you're VCA. Obviously, they've done a great job in the half-court set of containing her and bringing the double team on Lauren Harris at the top of the key, or as soon as she steps across half court, really, with her range. But she's been doing a nice job of catching the ball and shooting when she's open, and then moving the ball in transition and taking it all the way to the rack.
Even with the cold start, she is now, after that free throw, she's up to 13 points in the game. And there's a full timeout on the floor. Just past halfway through this second quarter. We'll step away 39-29. We'll be back here at ABC Jam Productions. .330 to play here in this first half. Faith Christian looking a lot better here in the second quarter, and they get a break there as Contreras and Gabby Jackson-Brown ran into each other. I'm not sure they want to keep this music going during the game, but they got the music playing during the action here. Let me get that turned off. Here's a 3 on the way from Barry. This one's short.
Well, we just talked about how this feels like a playground game with as fast pace as it is. You might as well put some music on with it. Right. Just complete the atmosphere.
Very high-level playground game. Here's Gabby Jackson-Brown. When she catches it that low, you might as well just forget about it. She's got 20.
Yes, talk about high level, man. Gabby Jackson-Brown having the game of her life right now.
Lauren Harris short on 3. Contreras with the rebound. Here comes Donko. Donko with the step through, lefty lay-in, no good, but a foul. Ooh.
Yeah, that looked like a good challenge right there.
A little bit of a tough whistle. I feel like the Faith Christian fans and coaches think the whistle's been a little unbalanced here. Donko at the line. That free throw is off the mark. She leads the team in scoring at 15.8 a game. She's got 4 so far in this one, but she's obviously been happy to defer to Gabby Jackson-Brown and Contreras. As she knocks down the second, splits the pair of free throws. Lead is back to 13.
Nice pass from Harris.
There's Bliss down low. Can't get that one to fall, and here comes Donko. Donko right down the lane, no good. Barry with the rebound, and she is fouled. And that's going to send Barry the other way to the free throw line. That is the 5th foul on VCA. So I'm sure this is familiar now that we're in the later stages of the season to most of you, but just in case, the first year of this new rule where 5 fouls in a quarter gets you right into the double bonus. No more 1-and-1, where it used to be 7 fouls and a half. Fouls reset at the end of each quarter rather than at the half. And it's a rule that I have not heard a single complaint about. As a matter of fact, I think it's one of the best rule changes in any sport in recent memory that I can recall.
I can't agree with you more. This has been a phenomenal rule change. It's just livened up the pace of each and every game that we cover, and this is no different.
Contreras, little turnaround jump shot, no good. Rebound, Gabby Jackson-Brown. There was a couple Faith Christian players in the area, but Gabby Jackson-Brown comes away with it. Gunter with the offensive rebound, rejected by Barry. Here comes Harris, up ahead to Bryan. She lays it up, no good. Gunter pulls down the board. Donko pushes the pace. Donko goes right at a couple of Faith Christian Lions, and there's going to be a foul called, and that'll send Donko to the line.
That was a great feed right there from Lauren Harris up ahead to, I believe it was Bryan on that layup attempt, but the Faith Lions are not going to have to let too many of those opportunities slip by them at this stage of the game. You know, still a double-digit game approaching 2 minutes here in the first half, but we've seen how the Lady Lions from Roseville have been able to just catch fire in the way that Gabby Jackson-Brown is controlling the offensive glass right on cue.
Right on. That's what she did. She just made us broadcasters look great. Donko, a little mid-range, no good. Donko gets her own miss, puts it back up, and she is fouled. It's going to be on Harris. That might be 3 on Harris. So with 1:52 to go in this half, whereas it was Gabby Jackson-Brown in the early foul trouble, now Harris with 3 fouls, and Coach Harris over there looking like he's thinking about it, but he's going to leave her in. Donko, perfect trip to the line that time. Harris going to pull another one from the logo. This one's off the mark. Gabby Jackson-Brown got a hand on the rebound, but it'll be controlled by Ellie Gunter. She's done a nice job on the glass as well. Donko from 3, no good. Lauren Harris with the box out. Barry with the rebound. Here comes Harris. Harris goes right at the defense. Can't get the lefty land to fall. Really good transition defense by Ellie Gunter.
Yeah, like I mentioned before, I really think VCA is really selling out on defense. You know, especially it's one thing to do it in the half-court set, but to get back on transition and prevent a layup, that's next level right there.
And there's Barry moving the feet. She anticipated that move by Contreras and forces the turnover. Going to be a walk on Contreras. Harris from deep. Knocks it down. Lauren Harris with a triple. Lead is cut back to 11. It's been as low as 10 this quarter.
And that's why Coach Harris is going to leave her in. You know, he trusts her to play with those fouls.
Gunter with long 2, no good. Gabby Jackson-Brown, rebound and put back up and good.
She's got to have at least double digits in offensive rebounds alone.
Unbelievable first half. I might just go rewatch this game just to count her rebounds. 22 points in the game for Gabby Jackson-Brown. Contreras off on the 3. Gabby Jackson-Brown tracks it down. Donko rejected by Barry. That's Barry's 3rd block this quarter alone.
Gabby Jackson-Brown looks absolutely gassed right now, but a lot of those offensive rebounds have become because of her size and her blocking out ability near the rim, but that one was a hustle rebound.
And she's not asking to come out. You love it. I mean, she is just an absolute competitor. "22 points in this first half. She averages 9.3 per game.
Well, this is the way that Faith Christian can get back in this game, is to knock down their free throws, take advantage of those points off of turnovers when they get them.
Barry splits the pair, and that one's going to be out on Faith Christian. About a 1 second difference. Now, the shot clock should be turned off here. VCA could hold for the last shot. Not sure they will. They absolutely will not. As Donko, beautiful teardrop over the top of Barry. That's a tough shot there by Janet Donko. Harris from 3, off the mark. Rebound, Barry in there fighting for it. She has it, but tied up for a jump ball. Nice job on the inside. That was Kylie Basil, who was fighting for that rebound as well. Here's Contreras. 2 seconds. Contreras loses it. And the horn will sound to end the first half. 49-35 after 1 half of basketball. Still a lot of work to be done by Faith Christian, but they did win the second quarter, Nick. They trailed by 18 at the end of 1. Now they trail by 14 at the half. We'll be back for half number 2 here at ABC Jam Productions at VCA on the NFHS Network. Back here at Valley Christian Academy in Roseville for the second half of this SMAL girls basketball matchup, which is essentially a matchup for the league championship. Right now it's the host VCA Lions on top of the visiting Faith Christian Lions, 49-35. Once again, alongside my broadcast partner, Nick Pecoraro, I'm Matthew Bissett, and we thank you so much for joining us here on this Tuesday, as we'll be here for a doubleheader on senior night. We'll also have the boys varsity game between these two schools up next. That'll be on a different link. Make sure you join us there. But a hot first quarter for VCA. Didn't slow down very much in that second quarter, but Faith Christian kind of started to find their footing in that second, Nick.
Yeah, I mean, VCA, on pace. They're halfway to 100 points right now, and it's just starting the third quarter. Indeed, a hot start. Mariah Contreras had a great first quarter with the 3-ball. Gabby Jackson-Brown looking like Shaq Diesel down below with all the rebounds, and 22 points, 24 points?
22, I believe it is.
22 points in the first half.
And Donko with the take. She gets the scoring started here in half number 2.
And she's not having a bad game either, Janet Donko. Lauren Harris trying to get things going, the section's leading scorer.
Harris, after the offensive rebound, puts it back up. Bryan goes up, no good. Gabby Jackson-Brown has been able to avoid that third foul. She picked up foul number 2 early in the first quarter as Donko on the left-hand side spins that one home. She's got all 4 points that have been scored here a minute into half number 2, and a chance for a 3-point play. Donko had 10 in that first half, now 4 already in half number 2. She averages 15.8 a game. A little bit of a slower start to the game for her, but she's steadily creeping up to her scoring average.
I'm sure she's happy to defer to her teammates with the starts that they've had to this game. It's exciting to see your teammates blow up like that.
Harris from 3. This one's long. Rebound. Gunter with another rebound. Ellie Gunter. I mean, we've talked about Gabby Jackson-Brown on the glass. Gunter's been fantastic on the glass as well. Gabby Jackson-Brown with an offensive rebound. I think Barry had 2 blocks on that possession. And Faith Christian gets the stop. Here comes Lauren Harris in the front court. Lauren Harris scoops it home.
Pretty much taking on the whole team right there. It was like a 1-on-4. Harris getting into the paint. Tough shot.
Contreras. Good defense there by Mia Bryan. Donko's going to pull from deep. And this one goes off the foot of Lydia Gunter, and that'll be Faith Christian basketball. Largest lead has been 18, maybe 19 so far for VCA. It's been as low as 10 of late here in the second quarter. But right now, turnover, and back comes Donko.
They're really just keeping their foot on the gas pedal right now.
I was just going to say, Donko, she was a car. I don't think she'd have a brake pedal. The only thing she has is a gas pedal. I don't know how she slows down. Barry drives the baseline, and she is ridden out of bounds. Good feet there by Gabby Jackson-Douglas.
Yeah, just able to cut off the baseline drive right there. That's key on that lower portion of that last line of defense right there.
Contreras reloads. That would have been a long 2, but instead it's a long 0 as it missed. Here's Harris with it. Harris going to pull from deep. This one's short. Bliss with another offensive rebound. And then Gunter deflects that pass, but it'll stay with Faith Christian.
Man, it's just one of those nights for Lauren Harris right now. We saw how well she was shooting in pregame warmups. We talked about how a lot of those shots didn't even touch rim, but just struggling to find the bottom of the net here so far. I mean, a quiet game by her standards, certainly, but she's doing all that she can right now to bring her team back in this game.
Yeah, I would like to have quiet games like Lauren Harris. She's got 18 points in the game so far. Here's Harris just inside the foul line. Misses short. Bryan with the rebound. Putback no good. Bliss's putback is blocked by Gabby Jackson-Brown. We got to just start calling her GJB. She's earned just the initials. Gunter from deep, no good. Gabby Jackson-Brown saves that ball.
Look at the hustle.
Here's Contreras. She'll pull it long 2, no good. Harris rebounds. Here comes Harris. She wants to go right at the defense, lays it up and in with the left hand. Good finish there from Harris on the break. And a timeout. Coach Contreras, still a 14-point lead with 4:38 to go third quarter, but Coach Contreras wants to talk things over. We'll be back from VCA here on the NFHS Network, courtesy of ABC Jam Productions. Back out of the VCA timeout as the Lady Lions, the hosting Lady Lions, on top by 14. Same point differential as it was at the half. Contreras is going to get called for the walk. Mia Bryan playing some really good defense on Contreras here to start half number 2.
Yeah, Mia Bryan was all up in Mariah Contreras' jersey right there, forcing her to drag her pivot foot, creating a turnover.
No look feed down low from Harris. She was looking for Barry. I think Basil got a piece of it, and then Basil ties it up for the jump ball. Kylie Basil not playing a ton of minutes, only averages just under 2 points a game, but she had a couple of nice hustle plays here that helped VCA, and Contreras just took her eyes off that one. That'll be a turnover back to Faith Christian. The scoring has slowed down considerably here in quarter number 3, especially for VCA. Harris from 3. That one's off the mark. Gunter with the rebound. That's the sophomore Lydia Gunter pulling down the board. Contreras, quick trigger 3 is good. She's got 5 triples in the game. Harris going to try a deep 2. This one's off the mark. And a foul on the glass. This one's going to go on Mia Bryan.
Right, Contreras got a little quiet there after that first quarter. She came out with such an explosion in the first quarter with those 4 threes. This one, her first since that first quarter, just as effective.
Here's Gunter from the mid-range. Friendly roll as Ellie Gunter's up to 7 points in the contest.
You might have been onto something when you talked about Brad Gunter bringing in those hoops and being the friendly ones, because it's been Ellie Gunter who's been the beneficiary of those friendly rolls each time.
3 or 4 times it's been Ellie Gunter. Donko with the step through, no good. Lauren Harris rebounds it. Harris wants to push. Harris getting all the way to the cup. Harris off glass and good. The VCA was starting to get away a little bit here. The lead had ballooned to 19, which is certainly the largest of the game. Mia Bryan with a near steal. Donko with it. Out to Basil. Basil's going to pull from deep. That shot looked good, but just rims out. There's Mia Brown up ahead. Nice feed there from Harris, and Bryan misses the gimme. Here's Contreras with it. Quick pull here from Contreras. And Lauren Harris comes away with the rebound. I'll tell you, Mia Bryan is all over this floor. She looks a little gassed as well. Barry from 3, and she drills it.
Faith needed that.
Back and forth we go in this SMAL contest. Contreras gets open from 3, no good. Basil with the rebound. So she came in for Gabby Jackson-Brown. Those are big shoes to fill, but she's doing it nicely. Gabby Jackson-Brown, not even on the bench right now. I'm not sure. Didn't look injured or anything like that, but
I think she's well earned her rest right now.
I think Coach Contreras realized, hey, I'd like her for the fourth quarter. Let me spell her a bit here in the third and make sure she can play a full 8 in the fourth, possibly. Contreras, turnaround jump shot, no good. Harris with another rebound. Here's Harris. No hesitation move. She's double teamed. Picks up a screen, baseline jump shot. Harris is good.
Nice use of that screen right there.
Great awareness by Carly McCracken to come up and set it. Here's Donko, mid-range jumper, no good. McCracken with the rebound. Nice sequence here from Carly McCracken. And now here comes Harris.
Looking for that screen again.
Harris will launch from deep, and she drills it. The lead is single digits for the first time since the opening moments of this game. With 1:33 to go in the third quarter, the Lions of Faith Christian have some life. 30-second timeout. VCA. Boy, the way this game looked early, I don't know if we saw this coming.
Not at all, but, I mean, when you have the section's leading scorer and a talent like Lauren Harris, and with the range that she has and the ability to pull from any spot on the floor, it could be a single-digit game. It could be a 5-point game. It could be a 3-2 or 1-point game at any moment. So if you're VCA, don't let her get hot. But if you're Faith, keep that foot on the gas right now.
Harris with 27 in the game. Maybe not the most efficient 27 in the world, but all that matters right now is the Faith Christian Lions are within striking range, and Mia Bryan is getting a break on the bench here. You can see that she was kind of huffing and puffing, but she was out there, and Gabby Jackson-Brown is back in the game. Donko for three, and Donko answers. Janet Donko, the sophomore. Harris down low. Basil with the steal. Basil playing some nice minutes off the bench, and she gets called for the walk. Let's see how long of a breather Mia Bryan gets on that bench for Coach Harris. Lauren Harris with the teardrop. She's showing you the full arsenal right now.
She just knows which spots to be on at the floor.
Gunter, no good. Gabby Jackson-Brown saves it, and Gunter puts it back up and in. Gabby Jackson-Brown just making tremendous hustle plays throughout this contest as Lauren Harris gets bumped, and she's going to go to the free throw line. Chance to cut this deficit back to 10 if she can be perfect on this trip. If your Faith, oh, go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just going to say Jackson-Brown coming in with a little bit fresher legs there, but still the same hustle. You know, saving that ball from going out of bounds. As Harris knocks the first free throw down, has a chance to bring it back to a 10-point game here. She can hit this one.
And that's 30 in the game. She matches her season average. Make it 31 for Lauren Harris. Here's Contreras. Contreras will pull from deep. This one's off the mark. Rebound tapped. Donko has it. Lefty runner no good. Here comes Lauren Harris. Shot clock basically turned off here. Harris going to pull from the corner. No good. Barry gets the rebound, and she is fouled. I'll tell you, the first person in there to get the rebound, that was Abby Cunningham, who originally got the basketball on the rebound. She had it knocked away from her, and Presley Berry was there. So Cunningham was the player, I think, who came in for Mia Bryan when she needed a breather. She came in there and found a way to impact the game.
Yeah, she hasn't played a lot of minutes in this game, but obviously making an instant impact. Presley Berry giving Gabby Jackson-Brown a bit of a taste of her own medicine right there on the offensive glass. If she can convert these. Well, she can't get the second one, but we've still got a 9-point game here. 15 seconds to play here.
Now Faith Christian looking for a stop here. Donko from three. This one's off the mark. Donko gets her own rebound. Fadeaway jump shot, no good. Harris and Gabby Jackson-Brown battling for it. Going to be a jump ball. Harris getting it done offensively and on the glass. 4.7 to play third quarter. Harris, she has in the gym range. She's going to pull from half court. No, she loses it on the way up. And the horn will sound, but if you're Faith Christian, you're going into the fourth quarter down by 9, and that sounds awfully appealing given the way this game has played out. We'll be back for the final 8 minutes here on the NFHS Network. It's senior night at VCA. Fourth quarter about to get started here in Roseville. Once again, alongside my broadcast partner, Nick Pecoraro, I'm Matthew Bissett. We thank you so much for joining us here at ABC Jam Productions. 8 minutes on the clock in regulation. And we got a good one brewing here in the SMAL. There's a three from Gunter. This one's short. Donko battling for the rebound. Karam's back to Gunter. And then she misses short again. So Faith Christian with the basketball, trailing by 9. Here's Barry now at the elbow. She's stopped. She sends it back out to Harris. Her three is off the mark. Gabby Jackson-Brown with another rebound. That's her 97th of the game. Contreras three on the way, no good. Harris boards it. Here comes Harris in the front court. Harris will glide right to the rim. That was a great job by McCracken. She just ran right down the lane and just kind of sealed the defender.
Yeah, give an open lane, making an easy path.
Really smart basketball player, Carly McCracken. You can just see it in these last couple moments, especially. Contreras off the mark on that three. And it's an air ball. That'll be a turn or a ball back to Faith Christian. So the lead is 7. Faith Christian getting the ball back here.
You mentioned it between quarters. It was an 18-point lead for VCA after the first quarter. It was a 14-point lead at half. Just a 9-point lead entering this fourth quarter. Faith has just been slowly but surely chipping away.
The baseline teardrop from Lauren Harris.
And it's down to 5.
Remarkable. Contreras from 3. This one's long. Harris and Gabby Jackson-Brown battling for the rebound, and it's Faith Christian basketball. Lauren Harris. This is just incredible right now. I can't believe we have ourselves a game. Barry from the wing. No good. Rebound knocked away, but corralled by Gunter. Here comes Donko. 1-on-4 was the only odd she hasn't liked all game. There's Gunter. She's going to step inside the three-point line and pull. No good. Really good box out there by Hannah Hessong. Harris up ahead to Barry. Nice feed. Barry lays it up and in. It's a one-possession game.
And Lauren Harris is just doing it all, whether she's shooting from outside, driving it to the lane herself, or setting up her teammates.
Donko from the mid-range, and the sophomore has an answer. Harris from deep. No good. Over the backboard it goes with 5:43 to play. Lead is still 5, and now Mia Bryan, after an extended rest, will check back in.
Yeah, Harris is starting to look for those high screens now. Any kind of separation that she gets, she's going to pull that.
And a couple of them not falling will not deter her one bit.
Not at all. Shooters shoot.
Speaking of shooters, here's Contreras. Lost it, goes to the ground to get it, and a tie-up jump ball back to Faith Christian. So Mia Bryan right back in the game, playing some great defense. Carly McCracken was in there as well.
They're getting the stops that they need. Now they need to continue to get those buckets as Harris knifing in.
The floater is good. Lauren Harris finding her mid-range game here in the second half. It's back to a three-point lead.
She's got to be approaching 40, right?
Here's Gunter down low. I believe she might be at 40 here. Let's see. She had 16 at the half. 29, 31, plus 6. 37 points by my count here in the game. Harris in the corner. Barry for the tie. In and out. Oh, I thought she had that one. Under 5 minutes to play now as Donko gets the rebound. She'll push. 3 on the way. No good. Harris boards it.
Great box out by Lauren Harris there. She's going to pull. You got to think she's going to pull.
Oh, pass down low. That was late. Gabby Jackson-Brown got there for the steal. Donko into the front court. Donko rejected by Barry. Up ahead. McCracken lays it up and in. It's a one-point game.
Unbelievable.
First bucket of the game from Carly McCracken, and that's going to be a foul on Barry. I don't know how many she has, but that's okay if you're Faith Christian. And her dad, who's sitting right in front of us, says she has 3 fouls, and I think he probably knows better than anybody else in the gym. So we're going to say Presley Berry has 3 fouls. He's our official stat keeper. Contreras rejected by Bryan. Gunter buries it.
What an incredible back and forth we have right now.
Bryan goes up. She's fouled. Can't get the shot to go, but Mia Bryan will head to the foul line. Bryan averages 10 a game. She's got 4 so far tonight, but her hustle and defensive work on Contreras after the hot start has had a huge impact on this game. Bryan's first free throw off the mark.
Well, Faith Christian certainly saving their best efforts for the final 8 minutes of this game. I mean, really the second half. I mean, they have outscored VCA more than double here in the second half.
Bryan knocks down the second free throw. Just over 4 minutes to play in the game. Donko with it. She has Gunter open. Long 2 from Gunter. No good. Berry, great block out. Good rebound. Here comes Harris for the lead. Got it!
Wow.
Faith Christian takes their first lead of the game.
And that puts her right at 40.
By my calculation, yes, Berry with the steal. The defensive stopper, Presley Berry. Berry the other way. She goes in the lane. She's fouled. Can't get it to go, but Berry will be at the line. The way this game has turned around, they might actually end up making an ESPN 30 for 30 on this game. Berry's first free throw is off the mark.
I mean, this is the game that we expected to have here with that SAC Metro League championship on the line. Faith remembered the last time.
18 points in the game for Berry. And that one right there gives Faith Christian their largest lead of the game at 2 points. Here's Gunter just inside the free throw line. It's short. Jackson Brown saves it somehow, and Gunter comes away with it.
I don't know how that ball didn't hit the back of the backboard.
Basil blocked by Berry. Gabby Jackson Brown, no good.
One of the rare instances where she could not get the putback to fall.
And Berry with another block on that possession. That's got to be 6 or 7 blocks so far in the game. Nice steal by Gunter. Here come VCA. Over to Donko. Lays it up. No good. Gunter. Contreras blocked by Berry.
Presley Berry has taken over this game defensively.
And a turnover. Donko and Contreras not on the same page, but you're right. How many blocks in this second half by Presley Berry? And I don't think Lauren Harris and Presley Berry, I don't think either of them have come off this floor. Berry, baseline jumper, no good. Bliss nearly came away with the rebound. Good hustle by Contreras. Donko. Down low to Basil. Back to Donko. Donko slicing to the rim. Can't get the shot to go. But she will go to the line for 2 pressure-packed free throws. Trailing by 2. 2:22 to play in the game. That's 4 on Presley Berry. We just got the official update.
What a game we have.
Donko's first free throw rolls home. The touch and the clutch there from Janet Donko, the sophomore, on the first free throw. Donko's second free throw, pure. All tied at 69, 2:20 to play. Harris to Berry. Back to Harris. Mid-range is good. She's been money from the midi. And she's up over 40 for sure now. Here's Gunter. Her jump shot is good. Ellie Gunter with the answer. She's got 8 points in the second half, 13 in the game.
Here comes that double team again on Harris that worked so well in the first half.
Berry has it poked away. Donko now. Donko steps through. No good. Berry with the rebound. Harris from 3. Got it! Lauren Harris. She might put up another 53 tonight. Gunter from the outside. This one's short. Harris with the rebound.
She's got to be close to 15 rebounds as well.
It feels like every rebound in the game has either been her or Gabby Jackson-Douglas.
Almost got away with a backcourt violation there. VCH fans wanted to whistle.
Yeah, it's a good no call. I mean, anytime you remember, the whole body and ball has to cross in order for it to be an over and back. And Harris stepped on the line. I think her toe even got across, but she never fully crossed it. So jump ball back to VCA. Here's Gunter to Basil. Gunter with it. And Gunter's going to pull. The floater's no good, but she is fouled by McCracken, I believe. It will be McCracken. That'll send Ellie Gunter to the line. She's already basically doubled her season average. She averages 6.7 a game. She's got 13 in the game.
She's been the real difference maker in this and the aggressor in this second half for VCA.
It's been pretty much all her and Donko in this second half. They have 1 3 from Contreras. Otherwise, the rest of the scoring in the second half for VCA has been Gunter and Donko. Misses the first. Still 54 seconds to play here. Crucial second free throw as it's good. Nice stroke there from Ellie Gunter.
VCA in a rare position now where they're playing from behind. Under a minute to play here.
And remember, there's no 10-second count in girls basketball, so plenty of time to get it across. No limit there. Pass to the free throw line, blocked by Contreras. Here comes Contreras in the front court to Donko. Donko's floater's no good, but she's fouled. How about the defensive effort from Contreras? The shot hasn't been falling in the second half for her, but again, you find a way to impact the basketball game.
Just because your shot doesn't fall, that doesn't mean you turn off your defensive intensity, and it's paying off right there. As Donko's about to take a couple of free throws, but we got a timeout here.
A full timeout. Players need a break. Broadcasters need a break. 27.7 to go in this game. 74-72. We'll be back here at ABC Jam Productions. Back out of the timeout. Janet Donko at the line, a chance to tie this game. She knocked down 2 free throws a moment ago, and actually maybe we're not back out of the timeout unless Coach Harris just took an extra timeout.
I believe Coach Harris did take that extra timeout, wanted to really secure things and make sure all of his Lady Lions are on the same page. 27.7 to go with VCA at the line with a chance to tie the game.
So I don't know what's happening.
There's some discussion over there.
I don't know if he wanted to, he called the maybe they thought he called the 30, but he wanted a full, and they're saying he can't do that. So you're going to have to cut that one short here as Donko's at the line. Like I said, she knocked down 2 pressure-packed free throws just a few moments ago. She has a chance at the foul line to do it again.
You could hear a pin drop in this gym.
This place fell silent. But that free throw fell short. And now Coach Harris gets the timeout. And they were originally signaling a full, but they'll give him a 30 instead. So out of this timeout, now the situation is, obviously for Donko, first order of business, make this second one. And then they're going to have to play the foul game. The question is, obviously, can you get Faith Christian to give the ball to somebody other than Harris or Barry. I don't think, it's going to be easy, but that's kind of the key, I think, for VCA as they try to play the foul game.
Well, they're going to have to bring some full court pressure because, as you just mentioned, there is no 10-second call in the girls' game. And once they get across that half-court line, they've been doing a really good job, especially in the first half, of doubling her up high and getting the ball out of her hands at least and daring somebody else to make a shot because she's been the one who's carried this team here in the second half.
Yeah, the only question is how much time are you willing to spend doing that? Donko misses both. Rebound pulled down by who else? Lauren Harris. And she is not going to give this basketball up. They're going to have to foul. Gunter's on her. Remember, she does not have to cross half court.
And it looks like she's doing a little bit of Bob Cousy action right there.
And that'll be a foul on Donko, and that'll send Harris to the line. Oh, no, it won't. Sorry. Wow, they let all that time go off the clock, and that is just the third foul. So they got to foul 2 more times just to send Faith Christian to the line. And this one will be called on Ellie Gunter. And that's going to be 5 on Ellie Gunter. So Coach Contreras didn't want Gunter to foul. That's why she was calling Donko up to commit the previous foul. But that time, Gunter commits the foul, and now Cheyenne Richter will check in for the first time. How's this for your first minutes with 11.3 to play in the game?
A 2-point ball game.
And so here comes Harris. And they got a foul. Richter's going to take it. No, maybe not. And they foul now with 1 second to go.
Coach Contreras has her hands up in disbelief.
I mean, the free throws are kind of a moot point. I don't know what you can really do with 1 second to go. Obviously, Harris wants to cash both these in. That would really put it out of reach because it would be a 4-point game, and then all you have to do is not commit a foul. And you walk out of here, and it'd be a tie for the league championship. VCA won the first matchup 71-67. There's a discussion being had at the scorer's table. I'm not exactly sure what they could be talking about.
You're talking about how many team fouls there are. They're showing 4 on the board, and I don't believe –
That's definitely 5. So they had – after the one that Donko committed, there was 3, and then the 4th was the one that fouled Gunter out. That should have been number 5 there on Richter.
But what an incredible comeback by Faith Christian in this game, man.
Down by 18 at the end of the first quarter. The largest deficit was 19, and that was in the third quarter.
Just goes to show you the resolve and the championship pedigree and a program that's on the rise right now.
No free throws. So they're saying that's the 4th foul. I don't know if they had the scoreboard wrong there after the Donko foul. Wow, okay. So now the situation is, really, if you're Faith Christian, you don't even need to possess the ball here. You just want to throw it in towards your own offensive basket and get a touch of the basketball. That's all you need to do. Touch the basketball. You can punch it up into the rafters if you wanted to, and the clock will start once it touches a player who's in bounds.
Yeah, I think that's what Coach Harris is trying to convey to his young Lady Lions right now. Just – again, don't throw it anywhere near the VCA basket.
Yeah, I'm assuming you'll have either Barry or Harris inbounding, and then you'll probably try to throw it to the other one near the basket. Well, interesting. They are having Bliss inbound it, and they're just going to put Harris right over the basketball. And they're going to get to Harris, and the clock will run out. And the Faith Christian Lions have done it.
What an incredible performance by this team. They looked dead in the water after the first quarter and parts of the second quarter, but just the resolve to be able to hold tight and have the faith and know that they were going to come back, rely on their superstar performer, Lauren Harris. What an incredible game.
And Harris is the first one in the handshake line. And, I mean, what an absolute, you want to talk about resiliency. That first quarter, I didn't know what we had just walked into based on the way VCA played in that first quarter. And Faith Christian just hung in there. And, I mean, obviously we're going to talk about Harris. We're going to talk about Barry. They led the way. But you don't win this game without contributions. Bliss was really good on the offensive glass. Brian did such a great job hustling on the offensive end, defensive end. You had players coming off the bench to, contribute in key moments. Carly McCracken made a couple of big plays along the way. Just contributions up and down the lineup. They got 2 absolute stars on this team, but everybody else absolutely starred in their role. And what a fantastic victory for the Lions of Faith Christian, making the drive down from Yuba City and coming away and they're tied for the league championship. What a performance.
And they needed every single one of those players. It was a full team effort, and they could not have done it, like you said, without contributions from every single player that stepped on the court, to erase such a huge deficit and come out with at least a share of the league title, really, with one more game to play.
They overcame the Wilt Chamberlain-esque first half by Gabby Jackson-Brown. They overcame the all-gas, no-break performance of Janet Donko, the hot shooting of Mariah Contreras, and Faith Christian, 19-point comeback. What an absolute incredible performance, and now these 2 teams will likely share the league championship as we sit here in the last week of the regular season. But that'll do it for our coverage of the girls' game. We got the boys' game up next. I don't know how we're going to survive another one if this one lives up to the girls' game that we just witnessed here in front of us today. But we might not make it. I'm not sure. We'll see. But we thank you so much for joining us here at VCA on the NFHS Network, courtesy of ABC Jam Productions. For my broadcast partner and videographer, the multi-talented, sensational Nick Pecoraro, I'm Matthew Bissett saying so long or see you later from Roseville.